on your screen.
It looks okay.
Patrick, you're still not on video.
Yeah. I'm trying to stop my music, but
okay.
it's being difficult.
I don't hear anything in the background right now, so I think you're okay.
All right, cool. Well, I don't want it to distract me. I might just start dancing.
I'm okay with that too.
What?
Random dance party.
Yeah,
What? This color. Okay. So we're gonna start off the show. Normal intro. I'll put the music and stuff in the background later. I don't think it's gonna be a long show, but it's gonna be a fun show. Let's talk about all the big shit that's just got announced for all these festivals. Like at least
information download.
Like no shit, right? There's so many festivals that release their lineups, and are we impressed? Are we happy? Are we thinking about making plans to it? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce you guys. I'm going to first do the intro of the show. I'm going to stare at the camera while I'm doing it. I'm going to do the intro of the show, and I'm going to introduce you guys. You guys just say you've been raving or you've been doing festivals for this long, and you're at least making sure you do to this festival. What show are you not going to miss this year? That's what I'll start off with. It's a pretty good one.
Which festival are we not going to miss?
Yeah. So, and then we'll just go into so much shit got released. That was crazy. All right.
Patrick needs to come online first.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Good view. Two. And we'll just go grid view. Okay. 2, 3.
Here we go.
Hey, there he is. Howdy. Okay, so. All right, everybody, I'm going to welcome you all to Festival Addicts, the only show on the internet for people who go to music festivals, who love music festivals, who are addicted to music festivals. I'm B, your host for this week, and I got Liz. Liz, where are you from, and what show can you not miss this year?
I live in Connecticut, and this year my cannot miss is Electric Forest. I've never been. I'm super excited. We're going to have a blast.
Awesome. And I got Patrick. Patrick, where are you from, and what festival can you not miss this year?
Hey there, I'm right outside D.C., Arlington, Virginia. Definitely.
Patrick's coming in with some problems.
I'm going to try to hit Shambhala also.
Oh, Shambhala. What was your first one?
Forest.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to do this is my last year at Coachella. And so last year. This week, guys, we want to talk to you about the crazy information download of every fucking festival releasing their lineup right now. I don't think I can remember a time when I've been doing this that we get so many festivals saying, hey, look at what we're doing now. Come see our shows, and getting major lineups for events 6-7 months out already. This early in the year. The one I want to talk about first is the big and baddest one, Coachella. Anybody here really disappointed in that?
You know, I'm not super excited. It's okay, but it's such an expensive festival, and I've never been. I have watched it online. It just doesn't have anything as far as headliners that I feel like I have to go. Obviously, I want to see Childish Gambino. I think, though, I'm going to be able to see Childish elsewhere. So even though we thought, Voodoo was going to be the last time, but I'm kind of glad he's coming back. So
it's always money they come back for.
Yes. So.
Patrick, what do you think about the Coachella lineup this year?
Looks all right. There's definitely some things there for me. Not enough though. Not enough to get me all the way out there. Like maybe if I was in Cali already, I might. I know it's a whole experience for sure, but the lineup doesn't necessarily get me over the hump.
I'm gonna be honest. This is my festival. This is my first festival. This is the one I've been doing forever. This will be my 12th time going to Coachella. 12th time. 12 different years.
That's a lot of Coachella.
Yeah, but I live right down the street. When I lived in Palm Springs, I was about a 20-minute drive from Coachella, and I didn't start going until like after I left Palm Springs, unfortunately. But this lineup sucks. This to me is okay. I can't say it's a bad lineup. It's telling me what Coachella is now pandering towards, and it's pop. It's a lot of pop.
Absolutely. I mean, closing with Ariana Grande on Sunday, they're definitely moving the pop.
Right there. That's a big old line of shit.
She's a sweet gal. She really is. Is she headliner for the end of Coachella? I'm going to say no. I love her, but I don't think she's final night Coachella.
So B, I know what I would want, which is more electronic, and it's all right. There's enough stuff there. What are you looking for that's not on there?
So after last year having Beyonce do what Beyonce did, that's what I'm really mad about, that Ariana Grande thing. I mean, y'all should have paid for Rihanna or something. Y'all should have put some money out for somebody, another caliber of that headliner. And we had
Lady Gaga.
We had Gaga 2 years before that. I just think maybe I'm getting too old for it. The electronic side of Coachella is like, I think they took the Cross lineup and saw, we like all these house artists, we're going to bring them back. And let them do everything house at Coachella. I mean, it's a little sad to me to see Nicole Modaber.
Modaber.
Yeah, she is like, she's in the small print. And she's like a house fucking legend.
Yeah.
That to me was like, okay. And I did see Weezer. Weezer's going to be good. But honestly, I feel this is going to be like, it's going to be my last Coachella because I'm just that big a fan of Bonnaroo now.
Yeah.
Because the people, but this is going to be like the Coachella I went when Drake headlined too. And my favorite part about that is me and my friends stole somebody's shoes and tried to throw them at Drake on stage because we didn't give a shit about Drake. But honestly, I found Kate Trinata that night. Kate Trinata was playing directly against Drake. Kygo was playing directly against Drake. And so the best part about Coachella has been for me is whenever you go find a festival or go find an event or go to Coachella, there's always 6 or 7 different artists or types of music playing at the same time.
Yeah.
You always will have this thing. And I'm a little disheartened that it is going a little more press play than it is a lot more bands, though we got 2 K-pop bands, which is really weird. So that's good. But it's just the Ariana Grande thing. Coachella's going pop, and the people suck, honestly. And it's hot as shit, too. It's stupid hot. The one thing Coachella does really well is that they make sure that if you are thirsty for water, you can get water. Not free water, but you can go pick up 10 water bottles and get a free water off of it. And water is no more than $2. You cannot charge any more than $2 for water. So
that's not.
I'm really okay with that, but I don't think I've been this disappointed in a Coachella lineup in a long time.
I think someone to watch out for. I like Billie Eilish. I think she's someone to really kind of keep your eye out for. I'm a fan of Sophie Tucker. If you like, I think they're like French pop, French pop, EDM. I saw them this year. They were pretty awesome. So they're kind of, if I were going, I would at least check them out.
Okay. Well, again, this year for me is whatever. I'm going to find the beer garden, and I'm going to wander and find something that sounds good. And I'm done. But
so you were talking about the Bonnaroo lineup. That dropped this morning.
Yeah, it did. That's weird.
I don't know.
What do you guys think about it? It's gonna be our second Bonnaroo, but this one feels weird. This lineup feels so scattered, which is cool, but yeah, I'm just thinking I'm gonna go because I'm going for the people. Bonnaroo's the only festival I think of. I don't care who's playing. Somebody could be sitting there blowing in a jug for a half hour, and I'm gonna sit there and have a great time at Bonnaroo no matter what. Just the people alone at Bonnaroo are just so friendly and so happy. That's what I think about.
Patrick, thoughts?
I liked Bonnaroo this year. It's super hot as well. I haven't been to Coachella, but Bonnaroo is super hot and sticky. but it's not bad. The people great, of course. A lot of fish, and I'm not really down with the fish, but there isn't enough electronic to get me there. As I recall, I think they were pretty good about keeping all the electronic or most of it to one state, so that works for me. No, I think there's enough there. I don't know if I'm gonna go. It's a little hot. It's a little hot for me.
It's a 2-hour drive for you, right?
No, so I'm in Virginia, but I'm Northern Virginia. Tennessee, especially Manchester, is like Western-ish Tennessee. Okay. So like we border, but it's pretty much as far as you can get. So I flew last year. I think if I drove, I think it'd be like 8 or 9 hours. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
So
no.
If I go,
that shit.
Yeah. I actually got really excited with this lineup. I have not done Bonnaroo, so it would be my first Bonnaroo if I go. For me, Thursday is about EDM. Friday, obviously, that's where I would see Childish. And there's a good mix of alternative and EDM for me. I mean, Lonely Island, I really, really, really want to go see. I'm a big Giorno fan, or Jorm. He's who is one of the writers for SNL, and big fan of them. Love Odessa. Of course, Millennium's my person. Love the Lumineers. I've been wanting to see them for a couple years. So for me, there's a pretty darn good lineup. I would pick Bonnaroo over Coachella, personally.
I just like Bonnaroo because everybody wants you to have a good time and party with them. I'll tell you, if it's your first Bonnaroo, I hate to say it, but you really do have to camp at Bonnaroo. And
I'll camp.
The heat's a son of a bitch. Because the Coachella heat's a dry heat, but it doesn't matter when it's 115 degrees out. That's still kicking you square in the nuts. Bonnaroo's a sweaty, muggy heat, and the problem with that is they charge $10 to use the shower.
Yeah, I saw that, but I'd still say I think Bonnaroo would be the way to go if I were picking between the two.
Well, they're both similar price festivals, right? Coachella's $415. Bonnaroo is
$613. So they're 2 months apart.
No, $415 on the price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Price wise, I haven't looked at that yet. So, because I was telling myself I was gonna wait and buy tickets Thursday. I don't know if they'll sell out right away, but it didn't last year, I don't think.
The thing with sellouts is sellouts are never sold out as long as we have things like Ticketmaster and StubHub. And come the end of the time, like if you really want to go to Coachella is sold out first weekend already and sold out the second weekend. I'm damn sure of it. Yeah. You just wait till like the week of. I mean, for you guys, I don't think you can do it. If you live near the venue,
you can do it.
Wait till the week of, and then just we'll pick up a ticket here and there. If you fly, like I did Uber last year for Coachella, and that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Just the traffic is crazy. People are not happy to be late and shit. But people are still selling tickets coming up to the venue, they had to go. You'll get if you have the money and disposable income, you'll get a ticket. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So Patrick, what are you looking forward to this year?
Forest for sure. Coming up probably first is EDC Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all doing Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. Yeah. I hear you're an old hand at Mexico. You've done that for a couple of years.
This will be my third year doing EDC Mexico, and by far it's my favorite EDC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you've done Vegas and Orlando?
I've done Vegas and I did Orlando with the Fest Pass just recently. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So my thing is the reason why it's my favorite is it's so fucking affordable. VIP costs $200 when a regular ticket costs you $400 back home, and the VIP is flipping amazing. You have your own little stage close. You got your own little section close to the stage. They have a tram or a trolley that takes you back and forth between stages, so you don't have to get out and be with the peasants. And the food is so good and so cheap. And the beers, 24-ounce beers for $5.
Nice.
I drank till I was stupid and then went a little further past that because it was so cheap. And the thing, what I tell people about EDC Mexico is my first year I went, I got pickpocketed. They took my phone.
Oh, and no.
I was depressed for about a good 15 minutes, said, F, I'm going to have a good time no matter what. I sure as hell did. I still want to come back because it was that much fun. That much fun. The people in Mexico are just so happy to have that event. And it's right in the middle of Mexico City. And, hey, it's a nice party. It's a nice effing party.
Awesome.
Again, so cheap. 5-star hotels are $80, $90.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are logistics? I heard when it lets out, it's a little crowded, a little
airy.
No,
it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, that.
It's the EDC Vegas clusterfuck proportions of getting out of the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you have taxis and Ubers and everybody converging on this one spot to get in. We took an Uber to get home one day, and I swear to you, I had to walk like a mile to get to him because he was stuck in so much traffic. So, but this year, since I know enough people are going, us Fest Pass people, I actually picked up a room specifically for this for a hotel across the street that we can all just stage in there and drink and chill till our Ubers get cheaper and all that. So, if you are thinking about going to EDC Mexico, I would recommend get a hotel. I would recommend first get a hotel in Reforma or Roma because that's where the party's at. That's where the food's at. If you try to get a hotel close to the venue and you don't speak Spanish or you may be skittish of new neighborhoods, you would not have a good time. Reforma and Roma are more touristy. I mean, you can find really cool museums all over the place, like a museum of tequila and mezcal, museum of chocolate, museum of Diego Rivera's murals. All this stuff's available by walking distance from everything in Reforma and Roma. But if you stay close to the venue, you ain't got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you are an adventurous traveler. And like the first year, we stayed close enough to the venue where we should have walked back and forth, but I was being lazy. So, if I was doing it again this year, I'd definitely walk back and forth from my hotel, the hotel resort, and that would be, or take the subway. The subway's $0.25 to ride all over the city. It's an amazing deal, But yeah, logistically, everything else is pretty damn good, really damn good actually. I love EDC Mexico enough where I skipped Vegas last year just because I'm like, I go to Mexico. Same stage is going to be at Mexico.
Yeah.
Easier to get around to see artists. People are a lot more friendly. Love it. And if you just like the music and everything, you're going to have a great time. Again, the food's so cheap. Like, legit, a hamburger. I got a hamburger. It was a hamburger, grilled onions, quarter pound, third pound burger, and they had bacon wrapped French fries. Individual French fries wrapped in bacon for $8.
Sally.
$8. I was fat and happy that day, and I kept drinking some more too. So, and then in the VIP they had a swimming pool, ball pit. It's a lot of fun. I can't, and for international festival, I can't speak more highly of any one of them because Insomniac first off does not do anything half-ass. They do their shit pretty damn well. And I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'm very excited for EDC Mexico. I think that's good. I'm also excited for Insomniac putting on their Crush event. I'm planning on Crush Arizona. It seems like a cool 2-day festival. It's their 10th anniversary. So I'm excited to check that out too. But yeah, that'll be my prequel to EDC Mexico.
We've been having crushes out here at the NOS Event Center for a while, and they're really cool little small. They're like two to stage events, which are nice. Usually they're inside one of the warehouses or the hangar airplane hangars. So a lot of fun to be had. I haven't been to a crush in forever, but I think Insomniac can step up their game a lot by getting a lot more of these smaller events out for people to go enjoy instead of having to worry about the big crazy festivals, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It'll be kind of cool. I'm excited, so hopefully I'll be able to attend that. It looks like they have 5 different events over 2 weekends. February 9th, they do Crush Denver in San Francisco, and then the 2-day event in Arizona, and on the 16th, they'll do SoCal and Dallas. So I think that'll be good little prequel to EDC Mexico.
Oh, it's going to be a good time. You're going to enjoy it.
Thanks.
So what other things were released this week? I mean, sorry for everybody out there. You know, you listen to our show. We try to give you all the cool information, but all we had was information this week. So many festivals, so many lineups being released.
Well, Forest dropped, what, last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, and it sold out too, right?
Yeah, it sold out in a couple hours. They re-released additional tickets because they went from 2 weekends to 1. So when you're going to do that, you obviously can't sell as many tickets. And that second round went pretty quick too. I want to say like something like 15 minutes, an hour, something like that. So that's the hot ticket, I think, for the U.S. That's the hot ticket of the year is Forest. But we had a plan though. We had like a plan, 6 of us. We were all on our computers, and we got our tickets. We did not get our RV pass that we wanted, but we got our tickets.
That's the one I thought. Okay, everybody out there, you might not know, we all met through a thing called a Festival Passport. That's about 3 episodes ago. That's one of the things on the Festival Passport I really think I should have went to. I should have went to eForest. Everybody seems to be changed by eForest. And It's usually a positive change, right, Patrick?
Yeah, I've never met anybody said I wish I didn't go to Forest. I went first weekend. I was not planning on going second weekend. I had to go back.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to Shambhala as well. I hear really good things about that. It's a dry festival, which means there is alcohol. People sneak in, but it's minimal. And so that's an interesting concept. It's a little ways out there. It's a little more removed than some others, but I'm really looking forward to that. I need to make that happen. Yeah.
Just to hear that it's a dry festival makes me cringe a little bit, but that means I should do it just because of that alone.
Yeah.
Step outside yourself a little bit.
But I like beer.
Yeah. Sean will be good. Smaller festivals I'm going to. I am going to do Tortuga, which is a country festival. Never been to a country festival. It's the last festival on our passport for Festival Passport. So there's a handful of us that are, Patrick's like, no. A handful of us are going to go do it and do our last stand.
Where's it
that's
at?
Fun. It's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I mean, it's April and it's Florida, so.
Coachella. All I heard was Coachella and Phoenix Lights. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Before that, I actually have snow bombing in Canada. I haven't skied in about 20 years, but I've got 3 snowboarding friends who are Fest Pass, and I was like, hey, do you want to go? So we're going to do it. And of course, Millennium's there. That's why I'm going. But, ski in the day, have fun at night. I can handle that.
That's good.
And got a few more things after June, but we can discuss that later. Because there's before June, I currently have 30 festivals on my spreadsheet that
you're going to do?
I'm not going, and that's not even all the festivals. That's just festivals that we have our eye on. So some of them will have broadcasts where we can watch online. Some of them I'm trying to send other people to. So we'll see. It's going to be a big year, I think.
Yeah, you know what I'm curious about this year with festivals? I mean, we're all pretty much old hat to this.
I mean, I've only been doing it 5 months, but
your 5 months, you have more experience than like 90% of the people out there.
I went to 3 festivals in 2 years prior, and then
How many this year? How many last year?
This in 2018, I did 15 festivals. In 2016 and 17 combined, I did 3.
So you're almost at 20 events that you have been to. So,
yeah.
So you have a good place. How about you, Patrick? How many festivals have you done?
So this year I did 14. Last couple of years I just did a few here and there. Nothing huge. I took a break from raving for a while, but then really came back strong this past year. But overall, I've been doing this for a while, about 20 years.
I'm with you, man. I took a long break when I had the wrong girlfriend. So
hey, same.
Yeah. Learn that lesson. But I'm really curious of what the festival is going to do now to top each other. What type of thing are you going to offer us that's going to top it besides being a destination? Like you say that snowboarding one, that sounds interesting to me. You go skiing during the day or snowboarding during the day, and night you party and dance your ass off.
Yeah, and they actually have a couple venues on the mountain during the day that they're going to have some DJs at. So I'm sure if I need a break, I'll just go inside and check it out. And I've never done like an all-inclusive like that, with the exception of home base for EDC Orlando, which they're doing a standalone thing in June, I guess. So I don't
Back
have
in Orlando?
the details. I think so. All they put out is that they're doing their own, taking over a resort and basically throwing their own festival. So
smart.
Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure. As always, at least for me, it's going to come down to the lineup. That's not going to be something that I go to just to go. And it'll be interesting to see who they can actually book. You're not going to see big names. They just don't have the cash for that.
No, well, a couple other people are usually coming to the show. They're right now. One of them's in Florida now. Another one should be flying to Florida tonight. I fly to Florida tomorrow because we're all going on the ships. We got 2 on Holy Ship, and I'm a Groove Cruiser.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it as this year on Groove Cruise. I'm not disappointed, but I'm not like blown the hell away, And I think that's because they put all their money on Cascade.
Yeah, and I took a look at that lineup. I took a look at Holy Ship 12 and Holy Ship 13. I was hell-bent on going on Holy Ship 13 until I decided that might be a little bit too much for me to spend right now, and might hold off for a couple more festivals down the road. But it's all about the lineup. The lineup's the make or break, I feel like, especially on a ship like that, and because you're spending so much money.
The premium on the ship is crazy to begin with. You're paying for your hotel, your food, and your transportation basically to get to where you want, which is really cool about the ships. But after this, I have never been one. After my first year of Groove Cruise, I was never like, these people need to be on the ship before I go on it. The line should be a ship because I just met so many people and had so much fun. And right now, if I can show you our private Facebook chats that we're talking about and how many memes are being shared on a regular basis with people I can't wait to party with. I think that's really cool about the Groove Cruise, but a lot of people are saying, the lineup wasn't that good, so we're not doing this again unless they get better music. And that's
right.
And you can see when people say, we want this big badass DJ, which is Cascade. Cascade's a big badass, well-known DJ.
Yeah.
I would have rather had a whole bunch of B-tier or C-tier DJs than one A-tier DJ,
Exactly.
Give me a lot more house while you're at it. Whew, houses, I love houses. You been on one of the ships, Patrick?
I haven't been on the ships yet. I definitely want to. I wanted to go on Friendship. Holy Ship definitely looks great too. I don't know if that's now that it's out of Destructo's hands, it's a little bit more corporate. Lineup looks great. Videos I'm seeing from everybody looks great. But I guess you have to be discerning a bit. So I might try to do Friendship next year. That definitely seems like, I don't know, it's more from the scene because it's Destructo, and not just what he's grown and then sold to somebody else to handle.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay, well, there's one more festival I want to talk about, and I mean, if you guys listen to the show, we talk about all types of festivals. We talked about a country festival tonight. We talked about EDM. I want to talk about Bottle Rock. Bottle Rock is actually a wine and beer festival that has music with it.
So let me say something real quick. So last year I saw it, and at that point I was hardcore alternative. So like that's what I'd been listening to for the last 10 years. So I watched almost the entire live streaming and was so impressed that, and I know it's a smaller festival, I feel like they don't sell a ton of, they keep it small on purpose. And I just looked up that lineup. I really want to go to Bottle Rock now. Like that's my scene. Food, I'd take a little nice wine, but the lineup is amazing, especially if you like alternative and EDM.
This year is the first. I think it's the first year they actually started putting the EDM on the lineup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw Paul Oakenfold. I saw the Chemical Brothers. The past lineups did not have anybody pressing play.
Okay.
So this is the first year, and this is the year I told myself I want to do that too. But same weekend as Punk Rock Bowling, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But Bottle Rock to me is that's gonna be a fun event.
Yeah. So that weekend is not only Bottle Rock, Boston Calling, but also Movement Detroit.
Oh yeah, Movement! God damn it!
Not to burst your bubble, Bernard, but I have you on Movement. But
hey, if I get to go to the Full House weekend in Detroit, where the birthplace of House is, I will be okay. I'll just miss Bottle Rock. It's no problem.
I'll go to Bottle Rock for you. So.
Yeah. Last year, I was actually watching baseball games instead of being in Movement, and I was like, I'm happy I've known this guy since first grade. If not, I'd be out of here. I'd be gone.
Yeah, I feel like the lineup all 3 days is really, really good. I did see Imagine Dragons. They actually did their setup for their tour in Hartford. So we were their first show last year. That was an amazing concert. I will say that'll be a great show. AJR is another up-and-coming alternative band. Like them a lot. Paul Oakenfold, Old School. That's kind of fun. Saturday looks great. Pharrell, Nathaniel Rateliff, El King, Sir Sly. They're great. And then Tosh Sultana on Sunday. Mumford & Sons. Santana's
what I saw and I was really happy about. Mumford & Sons I've seen before, and they will put me to sleep again. I'm okay with it. Because, again, Bottle Rock is first a wine and beer festival.
Yes.
You're in Napa County. You have all craft beer, plenty of wineries, and they want you drunk.
Yep. I'll do that. I mean, I will taste test. I won't get drunk.
Yeah, go try everything. Make sure it's all good. Not going to poison anybody.
Yeah. Just make sure to have your pretzels and your electrolytes, and you're fine. So.
About Neil Young. I've seen Neil Young. He's a good show. I haven't seen him in his advanced age, but it would be nice to fucking see him.
That'd be cool. I think it's a heck of that one. I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, whoa, that's pretty big. Thursday's going to be a big buying ticket day, I think. And today, too.
Oh, I'm happy I had all the OT on my last check. I think I'm cashing like 68 hours of OT, so we're getting tickets. We're getting a lot of tickets. All right, guys. Well,
What did people do for New Year's? Did you do anything, Bernard?
I stayed at home in a onesie with friends and played Clue and Risk and Connect Four and talked all shit through all of it. You have never played Connect Four till you hear people catch each other up, damn it, throw a flip over a table. It's a great game.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to chat real quick about. We did a few festivals. Patrick, why don't you talk about yours first?
Sure. So I'm here in DC on the East Coast, so I hopped up to Philly for Hijinks, which is a newer fest, pretty good, 2 days, and then went out to Denver for Decadence, Colorado. The music at Hijinks really good. Production values not that great, but had a good time. Denver though for Decadence, that was friggin' amazing. Had an amazing time.
My gosh, yeah. Well, tell them what happened at Denver. We both did Denver for New Year's.
First night was decent. Second night though, we went in early because Walker and Royce was on first. So much space because it was early. Got there right on the rail. Lots of room to dance. Just decided we're gonna keep it. Make friends with everybody. Kept so much space. I've never been so close with so much space at the same time, and we were there all night just till close, open to close.
So a crazy polite crowd.
Yeah, it really was. We were like, we have great pictures and amazing video, except the bass kept clipping on all our videos because we were right in front of the speaker. But of course, I Love Millennium. He was right there, and then Grizz rang out at midnight, and it was just fantastic. Yeah, it was definitely a New Year's I will never forget. Best New Year's of my life so far. I just can't even say anything. Again, the production value. I did Contact out in Vancouver before I went to Decadence, Colorado, and the production value at Contact was amazing. It was inside this great, like a decent sized arena. The floor, they had some padding down, so it wasn't too bad on your knees. I was definitely hurting more after Decadence. But the screens were huge. The stage was large. My favorite act there was Alice in Wonderland, and we also got to see her at Decadence too on Sunday. So they both were very I don't know the word I want to use, like harder style almost. Is that the right word?
A little deeper and darker. A lot of the artists, and it's relatively common, but I think it was just more so that weekend. Little even more so at Hijinks though, like Grizz and Millennium, little heavier, but Denver also nice and heavy like that. It's common compared to their releases, but a little bit even more so than other sets we've seen.
Yeah, and we had some friends who went to Countdown and had a good time, and we had friends at Decadence in Arizona. Had a decent time there.
I drove by Countdown. Countdown was just as big as Escape was. So, same location. You went to Dream State. You went to Escape. You saw how much less they use of Escape for Dream State, but it's pretty big. I didn't realize how big Countdown was.
It was one day this year. It was on the passport, but it was one day, and so I made the choice to go to Colorado instead because I wanted a 2-day festival.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to Arizona, honestly, but I chose. I needed to stay home.
About Decadence. Some people said it was not all that great. Decadence, Arizona. We had a great experience in Denver though. And the hotel was right outside the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, and it was literally 8 degrees and snowing on New Year's Eve. I went out for lunch and froze, came back, but you don't want to carry your jacket around or anything like that. Having your hotel half a block was the best thing ever because I didn't have to worry about getting all bundled up. I just ran over, and the nice thing about Denver Convention Center is you can get right in and then be inside and wait in line. You don't have to
that's
wait.
really cool.
Oh, it was wonderful. Fantastic. Security was easy. Security was easier there than in Vancouver for me. So,
all right.
Everyone was pretty good.
Well, guys, thank you guys for calling in, for us getting this show out, even though we have everybody going places and starting off their festival life this year, which is going to be awesome. So,
yeah.
For Patrick and Liz, I'm B. We're Festival Addicts. We'll see you guys next time, probably next week. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Stop recording. There we go.
Yay.
Okay, I'll edit this up really good. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Patrick, for joining.
All right, and Daniela just text us in. That was great.
She just got off work, it looks like.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Y'all stay wonderful.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.